I would walk over to that team and I would hear groans and moans and people say, "Oh great, Spencer's on our team. I guess we're not going to win today." One student in particular thought it was funny while I was going down the hall to grab the back of my wheelchair, because sometimes I use a wheelchair to go through school and outside and around the neighborhood, and they thought it was funny to grab the back of my wheelchair while I was going through the halls in school. So it would stop abruptly, my books would fall on the floor, and then I would tumble out after them. As we started to get older, the boys in my school started to play sports. And I'll be honest, at that time, I didn't really think I could play sports, and I didn't really want to. So instead of playing sports at recess with all the boys, I hung out with all the girls instead. But because I was hanging out with the girls, I was called a lot of really mean names that were really hurtful. But when it came time for high school, in order to be considered a good student at my high school, you not only had to be good at your schoolwork, but you also had to be a good athlete. So of course, I wanted to be considered a good student, so I decided to join a sport to prove to myself and my school that I could play. But I thought, okay, well, what sport should I play? I thought, well, maybe I'll play football. I live in the US, football's huge in the United States. So maybe I'll play football. But I thought, well, let's be honest, you take that football and you turn it this way, we're about the same size. I thought, that's probably not the best sport to do. So I thought, well, maybe I'll play basketball. But I thought, well, let's be honest, standing on my hands, I'm 2'7" tall. I'm pretty sure that doesn't even come up to Kobe Bryant's knee. I don't think that's gonna work. So I did the next best thing. If I couldn't play football or play basketball, I would become a cheerleader instead and be on the sidelines cheering on the game. Now, one of my signature moves as a cheerleader was a cartwheel, and I thought I'd show you guys a cartwheel, if that's okay? Is that okay? Amazing. I'm gonna put this mic down for a second. For those of you in the back, I promise I'll back up so you can see. So you don't have to stand up. Just give me 1 second. All right. Are you guys ready?